Okay friends, now I told you I sent you one video. Okay, so this is the temperature along y axis and this is the enthalpy content along x axis. Okay, see here the water at 0 degree Celsius, it is taken in a container, it is heated. After a certain time its temperature will be increased and we reach the point B and the temperature is Ts degree Celsius, saturation temperature. What is the saturation temperature? This is the temperature at which the water starts boiling. Okay, the water starts converting into vapor. And you see in this portion the heat content added is HF, sensible heat. It is shown here, sensible heat. On further heating, you see in between B and C, the water is converted, part of the water is converted into vapor, and here it is a mixture of water plus vapor, water plus vapor. So it is a two phase mixture. Okay, and you see here, okay, in between, and here the heat content is HFG. You see here HFG means what? Latent heat in between B and C, and the volume of the water is here VFG. Okay, so on further heating, when we reach the point C, that wet steam, that means it is a mixture of water plus vapor, it is converted into dry steam when we reach the point C. Okay, the dry steam, and the temperature is same, saturation temperature. On further heating, when we reach from C to D, that dry steam which is at point C is converted to superheated steam when we reach point D, and the temperature is T super. Okay, now you see here, this is HF sensible heat, HFG latent heat, and H super, you see here, this is the from this point to this point, HF, this point to this point, HG. So this HG is nothing but HF plus HFG, and from this first point to last point the heat content is H super, superheat. Okay, so based on this diagram we'll going to discuss the properties. There are three types of steam. Wet steam, wet steam I told you it is a two phase mixture. Okay, saturated liquid and vapor, and it is formed at Ts degree Celsius, that is saturation temperature, and at a given pressure. Dry saturated steam or dry steam, dry steam is a pure steam that does not contain any water particle in its suspension. You see, you refer the previous diagram. At point C, this dry saturated steam is produced. Okay, it is defined as the steam that exists completely in vapor form at its saturation temperature, means Ts degree Celsius, and at a given pressure. The superheated steam, it is defined as the steam that is heated beyond its dry saturated stage, means you see the previous diagram from point C to point D. Okay, at point C the steam is dry steam, at point D the steam is superheated steam. Okay, the temperature at which the superheated steam is produced is called the superheat temperature, T super. Okay, now what are the advantages of superheated steam? See, in the superheated steam the heat content is more. Okay, and therefore its capacity to do work is greater. Okay, it is the first advantage. See, VTU point of view, this is very important question. What are the different types of steam and what are the write down the advantages of superheated steam over the dry steam. Okay, second one, due to high temperature superheated steam gives high thermal efficiency. Okay, as there is no moisture content in the superheated steam, when the superheated steam falls on the blades of the turbine, so there will be no damage or there will be no corrosion on the turbine blades. Superheating is done in a superheater. I told you, we discussed in the boiler, there is a U tube, okay, chamber, that is separate superheated chamber. So in that superheated chamber, okay, superheated steam is produced in the boiler. Okay, and that obtains heat from waste burn gases. This improves efficiency of the boiler. Okay, so it is very important. Now steam properties, dryness fraction. Dryness fraction means I told you you see the previous graph, in between point B and in between point C, the steam is a wet steam. Wet steam means what? It is a mixture, water plus vapor. So based on that we define the dryness fraction. So it is denoted by X. So it is a ratio of dry steam divided by mass of the wet steam. MF means mass of the wet steam, mg means mass of the dry steam, and mg means mass of the dry steam. Okay, so this is dryness fraction. Sensible heat, it is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 kg water from 0 degree Celsius to saturation temperature. See, you refer the graph, okay, from point A to point B. When we reach from point A to point B, so at that time the heat content added is known as sensible heat. Okay, latent heat of evaporation. Okay, it is the amount of heat required to convert 1 kg of water at the saturation temperature, means at point B 1 kg of the water exists. Okay, so when we heat that water, so that water at point D is converted to wet steam. Okay, it is the latent heat of evaporation. Superheat, it is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of dry saturated steam above its saturation temperature and at a given pressure. You refer the graph. So superheat means when we heat the dry steam from point C to point D, C to D, the amount of heat between C to D, that is superheat. Degree of superheat, it is the difference between T super and TS. T super means superheated temperature, TS means saturation temperature. So enthalpy of the steam. Enthalpy of the steam means it is the total amount of heat energy contained in a unit mass of the steam. And you know that enthalpy of the steam means H is equal to U plus PV. U means what? Internal energy, and P means pressure, and V means volume. Okay, so by using this formula we can calculate enthalpy of the steam. Now enthalpy of the wet steam, how we find? HW. In between, if you see the graph, in between point B and point C there is a wet steam. Okay, so HW is equal to HF plus X into HFG. X, why X is considered? Because there is a wet steam. Wet steam means water plus vapor, and therefore dryness fraction is considered, and it is expressed in kilojoules per kg. Enthalpy of the dry steam, Hg. When we reach, you see the graph, when we reach the point C, at the point C dry steam is produced. Okay, so the heat content is Hg. So it is the sum of HF plus HFG. Here no dryness fraction is considered, because you see the graph, when we reach the point C there is no water vapor, only there is a dry steam, and therefore X, dryness fraction, is not taken into consideration. Okay, enthalpy of the superheated steam, H super is equal to Hg plus Cps in the bracket T super minus Ts. Cps means specific heat, T super means superheat temperature, Ts means sensible temperature. Okay, so in the next video we will discuss specific volume of the steam. Thank you.